What It Takes Radio Company presents another episode of the Transformation Project as part of Interesting Ideas. And today, do you think that Donald Trump can really change? Do you think you can change? And could you even be transformed? Let's talk about that. Greetings once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Stan the Radio Man, and we're here on Friday flowing into the weekend. And that's when we do our Transformation Project podcast, where we attempt to discover the resources, the people, perhaps the ways that we can change. Remember, one of the toughest things in the world for most people to do is to change. And to change significantly for many people is almost impossible. To actually be either an agent of or have the ability to experience real, true transformation. And we think that's a noble goal. As I say, to be a transformed person and to be fully alive. As you're getting older, you're even more transformed and more fully alive. Well, the question is, can Donald Trump be transformed? Now, it was the shot that almost killed him that supposedly people say that that may have changed him. And maybe it will. Maybe those parts of his personality that are rough and rugged and bother a number of people. Maybe there'll be a new dawn, a new dawn and a new dawn. Maybe he will become a softer and gentler. Still, remember, he's an entrepreneur, and that's not going to change. He's a warrior. That's what he is. That's how he's hardwired. Fight, 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 as he will say. Everything that he sought to have in life, he kind of had to fight for. And so change is hard for all of us. And if Donald wants to change, he's going to, find it difficult. We will see if that can happen. And it will give us something to observe and see what that might be. And as I oftentimes say, as one of my mentors has said, usually what happens that will help us be transformed is, Richard Rohr says, usually it's because you have gone through a great suffering or a great danger, a great suffering, and a great love. And obviously, as we now understand that the 12-step program that came out of the people who had given up on ever being sober. And of course, J.D. Vance in the talk on the program introduced his mother, who obviously was a part of his growing up traumas, that now she's been sober for 10 years, and that's something to celebrate. I have a number of friends who we would celebrate the anniversaries of their sobriety. And they changed, and they changed profoundly. And it changed everything as a result of what they went through. So one of the questions we're still going to ask as we go forward is how do people change? Now, one of the cautions we might have is that supposedly, Joe Biden said I'll lower the rhetoric. Well, here's part of the problem. The older we get, the harder it is to change. And sometimes we almost, as we lose some of our faculties, we lose even the ability. We become so hardwired in who we are and how we respond and what we do that even though we intend to or want to change, the synapses, the connections, the capacity, emotionally, spiritually, relationally, mentally, just aren't there. And if it does happen, it is certainly beyond explanation. It is what I call a T, a transcendent transformation. That means it defies explanation. It's above and beyond. Many people believe that that was something that happened to Donald Trump. That was an act of providence, even a God thing. That the bullet was just the story about all that it could be. So I simply encourage you right now, as we are going into what will be a continuing time of uh, turmoil and crisis and challenges in all of the things that we are going through. Hopefully, maybe it is time to say, let's stop talking about how bad things are and how bad other people are, and let's see if we can have a more transforming view of our future reality. So there we go. Hopefully that'll be something that you will give, as I am giving personal thought to, at this age and stage of my life, before I, lose the capacity to change. What can I do now that will hopefully wire me a little bit softer and gentler and kinder, and help me to be more and more the man that I really would like to be, uh, a Christian gentleman par excellence, one who is bold and brave, but also a bit broken, and certainly maybe less obnoxious and less anxious in some ways. So, what are some of your transformational thoughts at this as we go through the summer season and as we go into the time of changes, both in our country, perhaps in the politics, and maybe in the businesses? Uh, the artificial intelligence is making its presence known in many situations. And by the way, I will be doing a topic, just taking this. Uh, uh, AI will not lead to AT. Artificial intelligence will not lead to authentic transformation. It just can't. It won't. It will lead to a lot of transformations, and some maybe perverse ones, and certainly maybe some more productive ones, but not truly authentic. So, how do we again live in that world? SOS, 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 SOS. Here's something that has really hit me. In many cases, I think that just a lot of us have to fess up, maybe confess up that we're kind of sitting on stupid. You know, dear Lord, save me from stupidity. A favorite prayer that I read from a book, Robertson Davies, one of my favorite authors, and the young woman cries out, "Oh God, don't let me die stupid." Great prayer. Oh God, don't let me die stupid. But we're sitting on stupid. Don't do stupid stuff. But then we're SOS. We're stuck on stubborn. SOS, stuck on stubborn. And that's probably not very good for us. And that leads to same old stuff. Same old stuff. And that can lead, at least organizationally, professionally, maybe personally, SOS, slow organizational suicide. am dealing with one particular company, which that was the diagnosis I had to give them. Uh, I think they're SOS, and then they're SOS, and they really are SOS. They're same old stuff, and I think they're going to suffer. Uh, I don't think they're going to make it in the long term, in the long run. And as one person reminded me, sometimes in our lifestyle and, how we behave, how we eat, how we live, some of us are perhaps slowly committing a kind of a death by us. Death by us. So I simply encourage you to do a little audit, what I call the SOS audit. Am I sitting on stupid? Am I stuck on stubborn? Uh, am I really just doing the same old stuff? Um, and could it be that that's not very good for me? That there will truly be uh, an AT, an authentic transformation in my life and in my business. That the people who know me will, say, I wonder what happened. I wonder what changed. Uh, what did he do? Or what happened to him? He's different. He's different. He's different. That's a little bit of my confession. And I hope that maybe that true confession might be helpful to you. As I have the opportunity to work with my friend Joe Pine, and he's putting together a book on the transformation. And check out his stuff here we go now. Make sure I have it right now. At this age and stage, I have to read it. I don't remember. Transformations Book. Transformations Book. Dot Substack. SUBSTACK.com. Transformationssubstack.com. And we'd like to collect your stories. I already have through this just some wonderful stories of people whose lives and their businesses have been transformed. And we want to start to share these. And hey, if you are one of those people who are going through that process, or you're coming out of that into something new, we'd like to hear from you. So if you'd reach out to me at stanhouston@gmail.com, stanhouston@gmail.com, I would love to visit with you and get your story, and maybe even have it, as we have before, on this program. Tell the world. That's the wonderful thing about this new invention called the digital. It has transformed communication. You can now have your own radio station, your own radio program. You can do what hardly anybody in human history was able to do, and that is to, in effect, as I say, connect with your audience and grow your audience and the people who follow you, uh, think well of you, vote for you, buy from you. You can, grow and reach your audience, and you can bring your message to life. No more dead tree marketing. You can bring your message to life. Personality, energy, empathy, reality, a real person, listening and talking to a real person, and then maybe leave a touch of immortality. That some of the things you say and some of the things you do, as they often say, if it's on the World Wide Web, it could be there for a long, long time. And in fact, what is true for me is that I am still learning a great deal from kind of a hero man of mine who died over 55 years ago. But you know what? Because of the legacy he left on the media, people's lives are being transformed, even though he's been gone a long time. That's maybe just a little touch of immortality. That's why you want to keep it clean, keep it good, keep it strong, Keep it beautiful, keep it amazing, keep it wonderful, because it might be here a lot longer than you are. Best and blessings to you. I wish you all the best. Bye for now.